What's going on? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. My name is Jarrell Henderson, and today we're going to be talking about starting a business. So, today is going to be specifically focused on starting a business. Normally on the channel, I'm talking about, the last couple of episodes I've been talking about starting an event-based business. But today it's just going to be, we're going to be talking about starting a business in general. So if you're an aspiring business owner, aspiring entrepreneur, you want to start a business, you work a 9 to 5, and like I used to work a 10 to 8, you work a 10 to 8 or 11 to 7 or overnights, and you want to start a side hustle, this video is going to be for you. So I want to say, I hope that, the week, whenever you see this, that your week is going well. I mean, I'm having a good week. I definitely hope you all are having a good week. And if not, I hope this can make it better. So what's going on? So you've been thinking about getting your first event space. You've been thinking about getting into real estate, but you don't know how. You've been thinking about starting a business. Maybe you're already working a 9 to 5. Maybe you're working a 10 to 8 like I used to. Maybe you just don't think you got the time. Well, my name is Jarrell Henderson, and I'm actually gonna show you that you have the time, that you actually can get an event space, that you can actually start a business. And it's not gonna be nowhere near as hard as you think it is, and it's not gonna cost nowhere near the money that you think it's gonna cost. All you have to do right now is sign up for my free training where I'm teaching people just like you how to get their first event space. And all you gotta do is click the link down below. Click the link down below, join the free training, and yeah, let's get to it. We're gonna cover this in a few steps, all right? So number one, you wanna write it down. So whatever the business idea is, whatever you want to do, whatever you're looking to start, you can't start anything unless you've actually spoken into existence in a sense, and you have to write it down. So you got to write it down on a piece of paper, whatever it is that you're looking to do, and so even if you already have a business and you're looking to launch a new product or take your business to the next level, what it is that you want to do, you have to write these things down. Like, that's a part of getting there. That's a part of the process, because if you you can't always visualize what it is to make it make sense, you have to write it down if you can't talk to someone about it. But step number one is writing it down, all right? And writing it down is going to help you with that, getting that visual of it, which is going to lead me to step number two, which is belief. So you got to have the belief that you can actually do what it is, whatever it is, start the business, however it is, however that looks. You have to actually believe that you can actually do it. You have to believe that you can actually get the business going. Like, you have to visualize it and see it. And, just think of it like this. So the same person that created the device that you may be listening on or watching the video on, like the device started off as an idea. It started off as an idea that they believed in, and then it came to life. So it's the same concept. Whatever it is that you believe in, you can actually do it. And as corny as that may sound, it's the truth. Like, I believed that I was going to be a self-published author, and I did it. I believed that, I was going to get an investment property, and that happened. I believed that, the event space, I was going to be able to get into the event space industry. That happened. So you have to actually believe in it. So step number three, you got to actually trust the process and get your mindset right. So the whole mindset thing, yes, it's real. To get from where you are today to where you want to be, you have to get your mind right. Like, you have to go through the motions, because you don't know how long your journey is. Like, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get from point A to point B. And it may be tough, it may be difficult, but you have to keep a positive mindset throughout the process, because it took me a long time to write my first book. It took, it took half a year to almost a third of three-fourths of a year to actually get an event space. It took 6 to 8 months to get an investment property. So, like, things take time, the process takes time, and that's why your mind has to be very positive before you even start the process, and be positive while you're going through the process, because you're gonna have naysayers. You're gonna go through trials and tribulations that are gonna test you. But if it is something that you actually want and that you actually believe in, and your mind is right, you'll be able to actually get to that next step. So from the time that you make the decision to actually do whatever it is that you want to do, you have to just move forward with it and trust in that portion of it that you're going to see it through. So step number 4, you got to do research. So you got to research, what do people want to buy and why do they want to buy it? And if you're going to do something like selling some sort of clothing, you have to discover who your ideal client is. Whenever you're selling a product or a service, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's courses, whether it's a coaching program, you have to know who it is that you're targeting, who it is that you're selling to. Like, what does that person look like? Where are they at? What do they shop? Where do they shop at? What are they watching at 7 o'clock at night? What are they doing in the middle of the day? What are they thinking, at midnight? And when I say what are they thinking at midnight, I mean, like, are they sleep worrying about bills, or are they where are they sleep worrying? No. Are they up worrying about their bills, or are they sleeping peacefully? Like, it all depends on who you're targeting, who are you talking to. So you got to do the research on what it is that you're looking to get, what it is that you're looking to sell, what it is that you're looking to do, who it is that you're looking to reach. You got to know who your ideal client is. And then once you know that, you can, market directly to that individual. During this process of researching, you may go from idea to idea, which is okay, because you have to jump around sometimes to figure this and get familiar with the products or the services that you need to offer to your ideal client. Like, you need to understand what it is that they want, because you may come out with 3 products, but only 1 product sells. But that 1 product that does sell out of the 3, it can make you, your first $1,000, your first $5,000, your first $10,000. It could become a $100,000 product for you, $1 million product for you, but you would never know until you actually have to do the research and you actually have to test. And don't worry about jumping from idea to idea, because you're still in the testing phase. Everything is testing when you're first starting out, when you first starting your first business. Like, the first year, honestly, the first 6 months, a lot of the time, the first couple of months of your business is gonna be you just testing, you just gathering research and data and everything like that. So do the research, figure out what it is that they like, what it is, who your target market is, who your ideal client is, and then sell what they like, provide them with the products that they like, but make sure the products or the services that you're offering are actually solving a problem, because the people will not buy from you unless you are willing to solve a problem, unless you are relieving some sort of pain. Do your research and figure out who your ideal client is. Step number 5, you got to start before you're ready. If you're watching this video right now, I was in your shoes before watching a video on how to start a business, and I had watched so many videos on how to start a business. And the thing is, you just got to start. You can watch all the free content, because you can do all of that, and it's perfectly fine but you'll never start until you start. Like, you have to just get it going. You have to jump out there. And I encourage you to do that. Like, I encourage you to just start, like, right now in the moment, because you'll never really know or understand what the process is like unless you go through it. Like, you can sit around and you can think, you can stay up late and think, well, what if this won't happen? You can doubt yourself, but you got to understand that a lot of the times when you don't start, is doubt. And what's behind doubt is belief, though. Like, you can believe that you're going to succeed, or you can believe that you're not going to succeed, but either way, you're believing in something. So you have to choose and make a choice. What are you going to believe in? And so, like, when I wake up every day, I believe that I'm going to be a successful entrepreneur, and in doing that, I strive for that each and every day. And so, what do you want to believe in today? And where do you want to go tomorrow? And so start before you are ready, because you will never be ready to start. Just imagine, what if you had started, 4 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, three months ago, 6 months ago? Like, I don't know. What if you were thinking about starting the event space, and you watching this video and you're like, man, what if I had started 6 months ago? If you had started 6 months ago, you probably have your space right now. I started 6 to 8 months ago, and I have my space right now. Started like literally 6 to 8 months ago. and I have my space right now. Like, we have a space now after having looked for 6 to 8 months. So if you had started whatever the business is 6 to 8 months ago, 3 months ago, you'd probably be making money right now in your business. You probably have your first client right now. You probably have your first coaching or consulting client. You probably have, your first, probably have had your first event space party. You probably have sold your first product or service, sold your first t-shirt. I remember the feeling that I had after selling the first t-shirt. Like, I remember those feelings, but you don't get those feelings. You don't see that or feel that or get to know what it feels like until you actually start. So start before you're ready. And that is step number 5. And, I encourage you, like I said, start today, start now. Create your product or service that you want to launch. You got to just do it now. So step number 6, you got to attract prospective customers and clients, right? So you have to market before you're even ready, just like you have to start before you're ready. So you have to market, but what's really important when you're marketing is actually creating a list. You have to create a list of something to give away to the people to reel them in. Like, you have to create a list of people of your ideal clients. You have to create a community. You have to build a community and build a list, and so these are the people that you want to get in front of. These are the people that you want to actually talk to. These are the people that you want to give something free away to. Because just think about it. Do you remember when they used to give away the free products at the grocery store, the free samples, and then you like the sample, and then so what do? You go and buy the actual product. It's the same thing. It's all marketing. It's just a different form of marketing. So give something away free, and then 9 times out of 10, that person that downloads your free item or gets your free thing, they probably like your content, or they're interested in whatever the industry is that you're in. So give something away free. Put something in front of them, that's actually going to help them, though, that your free item to attract your ideal client, your prospective customer, that free item needs to be something that is valuable to them. Make sure it solves a problem. Make sure it actually helps them. Don't just give away free junk. Don't do that. But when you're doing this, though, you want to collect the email, you want to collect the phone number, you want to collect something so that you can contact this person at a later date, because you can't depend on platforms to contact or to sell your products or services. You want to be able to get directly in front of your customer, just like the big corporations get directly in front of you each and every day that you go in and you're a consumer. So this because bigger corporations, bigger businesses, they get directly in front of their ideal clients. So that's what you want to do. That's the purpose of, building a list. So that's what step 6 is about, attracting your ideal client. You got to offer something free to your ideal client, to your prospective client, customer. You got to offer something free that actually is going to solve a problem, and it has to be free, and it has to be good, and you want to collect some sort of information from that. And then step 7, make a conscious decision on what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and you just got to stick to it. Consistency is going to make you better at building your business. Being consistent, your business is going to thrive. Being consistent, it's going to grow, because you're consistently, once you plant the seed, once you start, you're planting the seed. Well, honestly, once you actually start, you're planting the seed. And as the process of you starting and all that, you're planting the seed, and then you being consistent, you're watering the seed. And then the more consistency and the more ideas, the more you build, is just more seeds you're watering, and now you just have this huge crop, over 100 acres of land that you've built out. But it's 100 acres of, imagine 100 acres of businesses, you know what I mean? Just all yours that you've grown and that you've nurtured. That's what consistency will bring you. It'll teach you so many things, because you learn so much about the process when you're being consistent, and so much grows when you're being consistent. So giving you an example. So if you're selling a product or a service, tell people about your product or service-based business every single day. And you can do this in a variety of ways. You can do it via social media, you can do it via YouTube, you can do it via podcasting, you can do it via ads, you can do it via websites, you can do it via word of mouth, which is absolutely free and one of the oldest forms of marketing. You can do it via flyers. There's tons of ways that you can actually, market your business, get your business out there, and tons of ways that you can actually interact with people about business and do it. And you can do these things daily. And the key to doing this, the key to it all is just doing as much as possible and being as consistent as you can. So, but do not overlook word of mouth. Do not overlook handing out flyers. Do not overlook, getting in front of people and talking to them. Don't be afraid to do those things, especially in business. Be as personable as possible. I know the COVID is going on, but letting people know who you are in this day and age with a lot of the stuff that's going on, and letting them know that you're there. And it's easier if you hand something to them, or you say, hey, look, I'm here, we're here, and we're selling the products and services. Like, they see that, because it's like, so you're the person that made them smile. Maybe you made them laugh while you were talking to them, when you were handing them your flyer, maybe when you were telling them about your product or your service, when you were telling them about your business, like whatever it is. But you want to be consistent in the process of whatever it is that you're trying to build. Be consistent. It definitely will take you places. Number 8, never forget what got you to this level, and the things that got you to this level are going to get you to the next level. So, don't get caught up in a success syndrome. Like, once you have a little success, don't get big headed. Don't lose sight of the ultimate goal. Like, keep going, keep pushing. When you get a little success is when you want to be more consistent. When you want to actually turn it up a notch, when you want to actually go harder, when you want to actually dig a little bit deeper. Like, when you get a little bit of success, go harder, 10x everything that you've been doing. Go harder, go crazy. Like, really give it your all. Like, really go all money in. Like, do it all. Do whatever you got to do when you get that the small amount of success, because what'll happen is you'll get the success syndrome, and then you'll get so caught up in that small amount. And maybe it's your first 1,000, maybe it's your first 100, maybe you're truly first starting out. You've never made any money in a business before, so maybe this is your first dollar, maybe this is your first 100,000, 10,000. Like, maybe you're selling t-shirts and you made your first $1,000, because I remember that day. Just like I remember the day I made my first 8 to 10. I remember these times, in the t-shirt business. I remember, selling my first book and selling my first 5 books and my first 10 books. I remember these things. I remember booking the first event in the event space. So, like, but I also remember when I got a little bit of the success syndrome and I slacked off a little bit, and when I could have been and should have been pushing harder, I wasn't. So I don't want to see you make that same mistake. So when you get some sort of success, like I said in step 7, in step 8, never forget what got you here and keep pushing. That's it. Just keep pushing. And so that wraps it up. I got a bonus for you. So this bonus, avoid the naysayers. Like, you have an amazing vision, you got amazing talent. Don't waste it on small-minded individuals. They're a distraction that you want to avoid at all costs. You want to create an environment of people that are actually doing something positive. You want to create an environment of people who are actually building businesses, who are actually talking about building businesses, but they're also doing it. You want to create an environment of people who are like you. And so what you can do is you can join my community. We're talking business. We're talking about how to get an event space. We're talking about how to start businesses. We're talking about a lot of different topics revolving business. So you can join right now. The link is down below. And I thank you all for tuning in. And I hope the rest of your week, the rest of your day, I hope it continues to be well. And go out, start today. I want to see you all start your business. And I hope to see you in the community. And yeah, y'all, this is Jarrell. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all's support. Peace.